Hi, welcome to my life page. I'm Hemant and today I'm going to talk about clinical music therapy. Before I share what clinical music therapy is, I would like to take this opportunity to talk a little bit about my journey. I was a mathematics tutor in 98, 99 and I taught mathematics for about 6-7 years. And from there I moved to music, and I used to do music for people from theatre background, for bands, for Nukkad Nataks. And at that time I came in contact with people who were running this course called clinical music therapy. And then I decided to understand the influence of music on human brain. So, music therapy is a non-judgmental, non-threatening and a non-verbal way or method of helping clients with different issues, with different challenges that they face in their lives. I think in a nutshell, that's how we define music. We definitely use the non-verbal medium, which is music, to help and support the client in a clinical setting. Good to know the roots. I mean, now, so one can definitely develop understanding as to how this music therapy or the practice of music therapy came into existence, which if you read, it started during World War II and came into existence after World War II, actually, right? Because of the kind of trauma that but in order to be a good professional in any field, I'll say, you need to be a good observant. And the initial stage of learning any profession or about any profession, one needs to, even internship, is getting involved in some capacity or the other, right? So definitely when we begin our practices as a clinical music therapist, the first thing that we come across is just be a good observant. We observe a practitioner either from outside the the clinic through a window or through a camera. We observe the practices of a professional who has been practicing that, right, or engaged with a. I think one of the greatest achievement I had when I was practicing this was that I felt more connected with myself. It was like there were hidden chambers of my personality. I was not aware of them, and I connected so beautifully with them and so deeply with them. It was about knowing myself. That okay, this attribute is part of my personality or part of me, and so that was the best part, connecting with myself, and it was beautiful to face. So as I said, once you start practicing music therapy clinically, the approach in our side of the world, the geography, it is more of a passive way of doing music therapy. And in the Western world, it is an active participation that you seek from your client, and you engage the client in a relationship where the client participates in creating or co-creating music. So the day starts a day before, actually. So because if you have a morning session, I mean, a person like me would prepare a day before, especially in the evening, and the very next day I would look at again the referral. I will make sure that every instrument, every object in the room is safely kept, and it's safe, especially for the client to come in the clinic. and that's it. And then you have, you begin with your session, you close the session, and then you make your notes, you make your report, then the next session, and so on and so forth. So well, thank you so much, guys, and it was really a pleasure sharing my thoughts and my experiences with you all. I hope I have provided adequate amount of information as to how one can be a qualified music therapist, and what is the what are the challenges and what are the personal benefits or social benefits that one can achieve. Besides that, I wish you all good luck and wish you all the success. And if you want to contact me, you can contact me via live page. And thank you so much.